Hello and welcome back to the channel, my channel, the food channel, the channel of food. Yes. Anyway, I've had a couple of weeks off, so apologies for not posting something last week. I was full of bugs and lying on the settee, feeling sorry for myself in a kind of man flu way. Oh, woe is me. Anyway, yes. Um, anyway, I'm back. Gonna do a recipe today called Mousakka, but from a Turkish perspective rather than a Greek perspective. And the main difference I think you're going to notice is there isn't a layer of bechamel sauce on the top. I think this version benefits from it. Not that I don't like a Greek moussaka, but sometimes that layer of bechamel on the top, I think it's a bit more lasagna-y. So this one's really good. It's mostly in the oven, but you cook some of the things on the hob. Let's kind of get on with it. Yeah.
And what is on today's board of goodness? Well, we begin with an oven part, and we're going to need 2 baked potatoes, although I've got another one on standby just off camera, just in case we need 3 baked potatoes. Definitely need 2 aubergines and 1 courgette. That's an oven bit of olive oil in there, so you start off in the oven. Then we're going to use some tomato puree. We're going to put that with some boiling water and about just over half, 3/4 of that, so 142 grams. So about 70 or 80 grams of that in boiling water. Then we're going to start with the mince. So I've got about 0.6 kilograms of mince, just over half a kilogram of mince, 3 medium to small size onions, 4 garlic cloves, a tin of chopped tomatoes. I have a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of black peppercorns, a teaspoon of salt, and that's it for the main dish. Oh, did I say balsamic vinegar? Yeah, about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. That's a glaze. Into that mix will go about a teaspoon of fresh mint and then just over a tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley. Once that is nearly done, then you'll garnish on the top with a couple of sliced tomatoes and a couple of sliced peppers. Probably not the whole of those peppers, probably just half of the yellow and half of the red. But that's a sort of garnish on the top. Right, let's get on with it. Right, we start with about, what did I say, just over half of this tube of tomato puree. Pour water on it, 400 mils of water, and put that to one side to let it steep or stew or whatever wonderful name you want to call pouring hot water on something and leaving it. So the first part that goes in the oven is the potatoes and the aubergines and the courgettes. I don't know if you can see them over here. Potatoes about a centimetre, just less than a centimetre. Courgettes slightly thinner than that. Sort of score a little bit down each side of the aubergine. So there's good skin, but there's good bit to soak up the juices. And same again with the courgette. So I'm going to start off with a bit of potato on the bottom. Then I'm going to start loading up with bits of courgette. And that will go in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. After about 15-20 minutes, fish it out, have a little stir around just to make sure things are getting cooked in the way they're supposed to be. Anyway, right, in the oven. Yes, a bit of olive oil in there. This part is going to take about 5 minutes to cook down. Just as they're starting to get on the edge of caramelised, then start adding your mince. And you're going to cook that until it's lightly brown. So it's going to take about 20 minutes, I think. So let's tell you what, we'll pop the garlic in now and cook that slowly for about 20 minutes. Right, that's about brown enough. So we'll add all of our spices. There's a teaspoon of paprika, decent teaspoon of cumin, some black pepper, a shake of salt, in with the mint, stir that for a few seconds, and then we're going to add the tin of tomatoes. And a tiddly bit of water to wash the tin out. So that's going to cook for another 10 minutes, I would have said. Off we go. Right, we're coming towards the end of the cooking on the stove bit. Get your balsamic vinegar, and mine's a glaze, so I've got to give it a good squeeze, but if you've got balsamic vinegar itself, that's a tablespoon, a little bit more than a tablespoon. Oh, let's have a taste of that. Oh, that is lovely. Probably a dash more salt. And we're ready to go to the next stage. And so the final bit, turn the heat down on that, get that out of the oven. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all looking really good, isn't it? So I'm going to pour the first part of our tomato-y thing over the veg. And then slowly pour this over the top. Back in the oven for 15 minutes, and then we'll get it out and finish it off with the garnish. Off we go. So this is it after about 10 or so minutes. It's cooking nicely. Now we need to do something artistic with the garnish. You can do your own artistic thing at home. I'm not very artistic. I can see art, I'm just not very good at doing it. So this will do for today. It'll do. I think the art has disappeared, but that'll go in the oven for another 15 minutes or so till it properly cooks or caramelizes or whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. And there it is in all its glory. Also taken about an hour and 20 minutes to get here. Let's finish it off with a little bit of parsley. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. That is a beauty. Let's have a little taste. Absolutely perfect. Thank you. Goodbye.
So once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for turning up and staying this long into the video. There will be more. I've taken too much time off recently, so I think I'll do one on Wednesday this week. So it's Monday today. I'm going to do one in a couple of days' time, and probably another one towards the end of the week to try and catch up with the videos I've got queued up on my Mac, ready to go. But anyway, thank you. Always humble thanks for you to be here. Take care. Bye-bye.